Welcome back to the Shigeki Podcast, where science and longevity come together to help you live stronger, longer, and with purpose. I'm Dr. Mark Hyman, and as always, I'm joined with my dear friend and teacher in longevity, Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, a living symbol of graceful aging and one of the wisest voices in modern medicine. Today, I want to talk about something simple yet life-changing. Have you ever gone to bed feeling fine, but woken up stiff, your knees tight, shoulders sore, or back aching, as if you ran a marathon in your sleep? You're not alone. Studies show that more than 60% of adults over 60 wake up with joint stiffness or pain. It's not just age, it's biology and often habit.
Yes, Mark. You see, after 60, your joints lose part of their natural ability to renew and lubricate themselves overnight. The synovial fluid, that smooth, nourishing liquid between your joints, becomes sluggish. The cartilage, which relies on that fluid for nutrients, doesn't regenerate as efficiently. So instead of waking refreshed, you wake up tight and tired. The truth is, it's not about what you do in the morning. It's what your body does or doesn't do at night. Because nighttime isn't just for rest, it's for repair. That's when your cells rebuild, your inflammation lowers, and your joints quietly regenerate.
But here's the catch. That repair only happens if you signal your body to begin. If you spend your evenings motionless, sitting, scrolling, or lying, still your circulation slows, your synovial fluid thickens, and your joints stay off all night. That's why so many older adults wake up feeling frozen. There's a simple, powerful solution. Gentle movement before bed, not exercise, not stretching, till you sweat, just small, mindful motions that turn on your body's repair mode.
In Japan, we've studied what happens inside the body while we sleep, especially the joints. We call it nocturnal synovial regeneration. It's the body's natural process of replenishing the synovial fluid, the liquid cushion that allows your joints to glide smoothly. This process peaks between 1 and 3 a.m. during deep sleep. But here's the problem. In older adults, that regeneration can drop by up to 40% simply because of inactivity before bed. When the body is too still, circulation slows, the synovial membranes get less oxygen, and the fluid stagnates. Your joints literally freeze through the night. One Japanese clinical study followed 120 seniors who performed 5 gentle bedtime movements each evening. After 6 weeks, 87% reported less morning pain and 73% experienced deeper sleep, confirmed by brainwave studies showing more delta activity, the deepest, most restorative sleep phase. Why? Because these small movements wake up the circulatory system before sleep. They send fresh blood to the joints, carrying oxygen and nutrients. This allows synovial fluid to refresh, feeding the cartilage and removing inflammatory waste. At the same time, these movements reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and boost melatonin, the sleep hormone. The result is a double benefit: better joints and better sleep.
And this is the key. It's not about pushing your body. It's not exercise, it's activation. Small movements that tell your body it's time to heal. These are movements you can do right in bed, no gym, no equipment, no strain. Just 10 minutes of gentle motion that prepares your body for recovery. So if you've ever thought I'm too tired to move at night, or it's too late to change, stay with us. Because tonight we'll share 5 simple bedtime movements that Japanese elders swear by, the ones that keep them flexible, calm, and pain-free well into their 90s. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because sometimes the smallest nightly habit can change how you move, heal, and live.
Let's begin with the first movement, the simplest one yet surprisingly powerful. It's called the river flow, or what I like to call the ankle circulation roll. You can do this right in bed under the covers. Just lie on your back legs relaxed and gently rotate both ankles in slow circles 10 times. Clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. No rush, no effort, just rhythm and breath. It might sound too easy, but here's the truth. This tiny movement wakes up the hidden heart in your legs. You see, the lower legs, especially the calves, act like a second heart. The muscle we call the soleus is responsible for pushing blood back toward your upper body when you move your feet. But after age 60, most people spend hours sitting or lying down before bed. That means your venous return, the flow of blood from the feet back to the heart, becomes sluggish. When you finally lie down, gravity no longer helps, so the blood pools in your feet and ankles. You wake up swollen, tingling, or heavy. The river flow movement prevents all of that. By rolling your ankles, you activate the soleus and calf pump, sending fresh blood up through the veins from your feet to your heart to your brain. Within just a couple of minutes, you're rebalancing your circulation before you sleep.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. Better circulation at night means more oxygen delivery to the brain. That leads to deeper, calmer sleep. People often think of sleep as a brain activity, but it starts in the body and your muscles, your blood flow, your breath. When your circulation improves, your nervous system relaxes and your brain receives a signal of safety. That's what allows you to drift into real rest. So, if your legs often feel cold, numb, or restless at night, start here. No medication, no massage gun, just gentle ankle circles in bed. 2 or 3 minutes and you're already helping your body prepare for healing.
Beautifully said, Mark. In Japan, we've practiced this for decades. Many elders call it mizu no ugoki, which means the movement of water. The idea is simple. Your blood, like a river, must keep flowing even at night. When it becomes still, inflammation builds. When it moves, the body rejuvenates. I often tell my older patients, before you close your eyes, wake your legs. The ankles are farthest from the heart, yet they're the key to your energy in the morning. When you roll them slowly, as if drawing soft circles in the air, you're not forcing movement, you're guiding flow. 2 or 3 minutes is enough. Breathe deeply, stay present, and let the rhythm connect with your breath. Each inhale brings oxygen down to your legs. Each exhale helps the blood rise back up. This gentle exchange is the body's quiet form of balance, and that balance is what supports deep sleep and clear thinking.
Yeah, I always remind people that when you move the ankle, you move the heart quietly, naturally, without strain. That's the wisdom of this first movement. Simple, silent, but deeply restorative, a perfect way to begin your nighttime healing ritual.
Now let's move to the second movement, the one that feels comforting the very first time you try it. It's called the moon hug, or the gentle knee-to-chest stretch. Here's how you do it. Lie flat on your back, relax your shoulders, and slowly pull one knee toward your chest. Hold it for about 5 seconds, breathing deeply, then switch sides. It's not about how close you can pull, it's about how softly you can hold. This movement helps your lower back, hips, and knees all at once. When you bring your knee in, the lumbar spine lengthens, and the hip flexors, the muscles that tighten from sitting all day, finally relax. It's one of the best ways to release tension from the body before bed.
But the benefits go beyond the joints. Pulling the knee toward your chest gently compresses the abdomen, which stimulates circulation in your digestive organs. That's why many of my older patients notice that after doing this stretch for a week or two, their bloating and gas at night significantly decrease. It's like you're giving your stomach and intestines a soft massage before sleep. Another wonderful effect of this movement is that it prepares your body for better posture during sleep. When the lower back is tight, people often twist or curl awkwardly during the night, leading to stiffness in the morning. By releasing that tension before bed, you allow your spine to rest in a neutral, aligned position. So, just a few repetitions of this moon hug can calm your gut, loosen your back, and make your breathing easier, the perfect trio for deep rest.
Yes, Mark, this movement is one of my favorites. In Japan, we call it tsuki wo daku, which means hugging the moon. It's poetic, but also practical. The round motion of drawing your knee in mirrors, the cycle of the moon, gentle, rhythmic, and connected to breath. There's beautiful science behind it, too. When you fold the leg toward the chest, you slightly increase abdominal pressure, which activates the vagus nerve, the long nerve, that links your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system. When that nerve is stimulated, your body shifts into what we call the rest and digest state. Your heart rate slows, blood pressure eases, and your mind begins to let go. I often encourage my patients to do this for just 1 to 2 minutes, each night 5 times on each side. It's simple, but the effect is profound. You'll feel your breathing deepen naturally, your belly soften, and your mind settle.
If you want to enhance it, begin with a gentle belly massage, small circles around the navel, and then perform the moon hug. It helps your digestive system quiet down, preventing that heavy or gassy feeling many people over 60 experience at bedtime. It's not a workout, it's a whisper to your nervous system. You can relax now. So if you've been struggling with nighttime bloating, lower back tension, or simply trouble winding down, try this tonight. 1 minute, one knee, one breath at a time. Your body will thank you in the morning.
Now, let's move upward to the part of the body that carries most of our invisible weight, the shoulders. This next movement is called the cloud drop, also known as the shoulder release. You can do it sitting up in bed, leaning gently against your headboard, or lying down with your arms relaxed beside you. Simply lift both shoulders toward your ears, hold for a second, then let them drop slowly. Repeat this 10 to 15 times, breathing naturally. It's such a small motion, yet it sends a powerful message through your entire body. You can let go.
Yeah, so many older adults live in what we call a stress posture. The neck is tight, the shoulders are slightly raised, and the jaw is tense, often without realizing it. This posture doesn't just make you look rigid, it actually reduces blood flow to the brain and increases tension in the upper spine. Over time, that restriction contributes to headaches, poor sleep, and even mild dizziness. When you practice the cloud drop, you help reverse that cycle. Each time you lift and release your shoulders, the muscles around your neck, trapezius, and upper back contract and then relax, like gently wringing out a towel. That rhythmic movement helps increase circulation, ease stiffness, and signal the brain that the day's tension is done. The science behind this is fascinating. When your shoulder and neck muscles soften the blood vessels that supply the vertebral arteries, the ones feeding oxygen to your brain open up. You breathe more deeply, your heart rate stabilizes, and your body begins to lower cortisol, the hormone linked to stress and high blood pressure. That's why this little 2-minute ritual can temporarily lower blood pressure and make sleep come faster. It's not just about your muscles, it's about calming your nervous system.
Yes, Mark. For many years, even before I turned 90, I practiced this every night. I used to say it feels like melting the day off your shoulders. It's such a peaceful way to end the evening. In Japan, we consider the shoulders to be the bridge between the body and the mind. When they're tight, your thoughts stay heavy. When they release, your spirit lightens too. There's one secret to make this even more powerful: focus on your breathing. When you raise your shoulders, inhale gently. When you drop them, exhale longer than you inhaled. That extended exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part that slows your heart rate, relaxes your organs, and prepares you for deep sleep. And if you want to take it one step further, place a warm towel behind your neck before you start. The heat helps increase blood flow and relax the muscles even faster. 2 minutes, that's all it takes. 2 minutes to release the pressure you've carried all day, to breathe softer, and to drift into sleep with an unburdened heart.
Now, let's move to one of the most relaxing and rejuvenating bedtime movements called the willow sway, also known as the gentle side hip rock. You can do this one right in bed. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet resting comfortably on the mattress. Slowly let both knees fall to one side, then bring them back through the center and over to the other side, just like a willow branch swaying gently in the wind. The goal here is simple release tension in the hips and lower back. Most of us carry stress in this area without even realizing it. Sitting for long periods, poor posture, or even emotional tension can cause the muscles around the pelvis, especially the hip flexors and lower spine, to tighten. Over time, this stiffness makes movement harder in the morning and can even contribute to lower back pain or leg numbness.
The willow sway helps loosen that tension. As your knees roll side to side, the hips, sacrum, and lower spine all get a gentle massage. It increases blood flow to the pelvic area, bringing warmth and nourishment to joints. that rarely move during sleep. That circulation helps prevent the stiffness so many older adults feel when they first get out of bed. There's also a calming neurological effect. The repetitive side-to-side motion helps your nervous system transition from alert to rest. It's almost hypnotic, like rocking yourself into a state of peace. I often recommend this to my patients who wake up with lower back stiffness or who struggle with restless legs at night. Just 3 minutes before bed can make a noticeable difference in how light and steady you feel the next morning.
Yes, Mark, in Japan, we often say, the hips are the source of youth. When the hips are flexible, the entire body stays young. The spine moves freely, the legs stay strong, and balance remains steady. But when the hips stiffen, energy and circulation decline. From a biological view, this movement does something very important. When you sway your hips, you gently mobilize the psoas muscle, a deep muscle that connects your spine to your legs. It's often called the fight or flight muscle because it tenses whenever you feel stress or anxiety. By moving it softly, you send a signal of safety to your brain, telling your body it's okay to relax, and that naturally prepares you for sleep.
This motion also helps spinal circulation. When the hips move, the small muscles along the lower spine activate, allowing more blood and cerebrospinal fluid to flow upward. That improves oxygen to the nervous system and can even reduce mild degenerative stiffness over time. You only need about 3 minutes, slow and deep with full awareness. Place your hands gently on your belly as you move. Feel your breath rise and fall with each sway. Let your hips and breath move together as if they're part of one slow, peaceful rhythm. That's the essence of this practice, not forcing the body but flowing with it.
We've reached the final movement, the one that ties everything together. It's called the ocean breath, also known as the diaphragmatic breathing wave. And while it may not look like movement, it's actually the most powerful one of all. Here's how you do it. Lie on your back, one hand resting gently on your chest, the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 2, then exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Feel your belly rise with each inhale and fall with each exhale like the tide coming in and going out. This simple rhythm restores your nervous system to balance. Each long, slow exhale activates the vagus nerve, the body's natural relaxation switch, helping your heart rate slow down and your mind drift toward calm. It also boosts your body's natural melatonin production, which means deeper, more restorative sleep without the need for pills or supplements.
From a physiological standpoint, this technique does something remarkable. When you breathe deeply with your diaphragm, that large dome-shaped muscle presses downward, gently massaging your internal organs. This action improves blood flow to your digestive system, supports lymphatic drainage, and even helps venous blood return to the heart. In short, it's a full-body reset through breath alone.
You might not realize it, but shallow chest breathing, the kind most people do under stress, keeps your body in a mild state of fight or flight. It raises cortisol, tightens muscles, and makes it nearly impossible to fall asleep. The ocean breath reverses all that. It tells your brain, you're safe now. It's time to rest. Even just 5 minutes of this before bed can lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and increase oxygen delivery to your joints and muscles, which is crucial for overnight repair and recovery.
That's so true, Mark. I've always said breathing is the bridge between body and mind. In Japan, we call this practice umi no iki, or breath of the sea. The name reflects its rhythm, calm, steady, endless. When you breathe this way, you're synchronizing your body's inner waves with the quiet rhythm of nature. Research has shown that within minutes of slow diaphragmatic breathing, brain waves shift into the alpha phase, the same relaxed state we enter before deep sleep. That's when your brain begins to clear toxins, your muscles release tension, and your cells start to regenerate. I often tell my patients to make this their final ritual of the night. Set aside 5 peaceful minutes. Dim the lights, play soft music around 60 beats per minute, or add a drop of lavender oil near your pillow. These small sensory cues tell your brain it's safe to drift inward.
Thus, finally, if there's one thing I hope you take away from tonight's episode, it's this: the secret isn't movement, it's timing. Your body doesn't stop working when you go to bed. In fact, it's during those quiet hours that the real healing begins. But that healing only happens when you prepare your body, when you give it permission to restore itself. These gentle bedtime movements aren't about burning calories or building muscle. They're about creating the right environment for recovery, improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, and helping the synovial fluid in your joints stay alive and moving. When your joints stay nourished through the night, you wake up not stiff and sore, but light, steady, and ready to move again.
And here's the beautiful part: you don't need a gym, a trainer, or fancy equipment. All you need is 10 minutes before bed, 10 minutes of quiet connection between your body and your breath. So tonight, start small. Choose just one of the 5 bedtime movements. Maybe the ankle roll, the moon hug, or the ocean breath. Try it for 7 nights in a row. Notice how your morning feels. Notice how your body slowly starts to trust you again.
Yes, Mark, I often tell my patients, when the body moves softly, the spirit rests deeply. Healing is not about how strong you are. It's about how gentle you can be with yourself. Even at 80, 90, or 100, your body still listens. It still responds. You can start at any age. Healing begins not in the gym, but in your bed, one gentle breath at a time. So, tonight before you close your eyes, give your body a gift, a few minutes of kindness. And tomorrow morning, see how different your first step feels. And share this with someone who wakes up stiff or tired. Comment below which movement you'll try tonight. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more small, powerful rituals for strength, mobility, and vitality after 60.